the waters. So we really are in serious lockdown this time. And which means that you have to really go in, find those inner resources and tap within to find that nirvana within.
Oh, wow. I can just imagine. When the lockdown first started for me, I was on Instagram and I was scrolling through and I saw this post that said, when you can't go outside, go inside. And it was a picture of someone meditating. And I thought that was like my mantra. And it has been for the entire pandemic time period. So it's very, it resonates with me, I should say, when you say you have to find the paradise within. What would you say would be another way you could do that aside of meditation?
Well, one of the big things, and I'd say the key thing for me in this last year has been connection. Connection with self, connection with people you love, connection in every single way. It's just deeper connection and really finding our humanity. And as you know, Kia, you were the amazing team leader on London with the broadcast yourself course that I did last year when I started my podcast. And I started the podcast called Business Without Barriers to really find another way. You say another way. So I thought, okay, so we're all in lockdown. How can I reach out as a breakthrough coach to more people and bring to them in their homes insights that would help them break through the barriers, the incredible different convergence of challenges that they were experiencing, and hence the name Business Without Barriers, because now we have to find where so many barriers are coming at us. How do we lift ourselves out of it and operate as if we had no barriers? And thank you to this beautiful woman, Kia, and Brian Rose to really push us to get our shows out. What started out as a desire to really put out insights in there ended up being one of, I think, the true ways for us to get out of this period of disruption, and that is connection with people around the world. This show has gone beyond my wildest dreams. I had an incredible vision for it, but the connection with people was just intoxicating. And what really touched me is, as a new show, even my first few guests, how generous people were to come onto the show, to pour out their hearts, to share, to add value, to help fellow entrepreneurs, help each other with those extra little bit of insights, inspiration, go energy that we can do this no matter where we are. And 50 shows later, the key message that has come through is add value, and the biggest way we can add value to each other is to connect as humans and just really tap into our humanity and the essence of who we are. And it's about collaborate, don't compete. Let's co-create. Let's put our heads together. Let's just like we're doing right now, we're in 3 different locations around the world. Yet we're connected in the most beautiful way. So that's, for me, here is, apart from meditation within, which is connection with self, connect more deeply with people and build lasting relationships. And it's amazing how we can do that even in a digital interface.
I feel lucky, right? I feel so lucky that, if we're going to be in a pandemic and we're going to have to go into a lockdown, no one would have ever felt like this was going to happen in our lifetime, right? This happened in 1918 or years before that, right? We just don't think that it's going to happen to us, right? But having gone into this and having done Hot Topics through the entire pandemic and watching our evolution of how we handled each phase of it, I think that it has been such a gift to be able to do this show, as well as have the technology to connect with people. I've made so many incredible connections through this pandemic that might not have happened without it. So I think that the ability of recognizing, yes, this kind of sucks, but also, I mean, people are, anytime people are losing their lives, it's devastating. But
Yes.
if you can find something that can give you hope and something that can give you joy, and see something positive, find something positive to latch onto. Like, thank God we have technology, because in
Yes.
1918 it was like snail mail, and that's it. Right? Like, so maybe telephones, I think early phones. So I mean, do they even have phones? Is that before then? I know it was being
I'm
worked
not
out.
yeah.
So the point of the matter is, we have technology that they didn't have, right?
Yes.
And we are able to connect with each other and just give love and share love and connect in ways, and with people all around the world. And even you're on this island, and we still get to be here together today and enjoy each other's company. So I have another question for you. I want to go back a little bit. And I know that when you were a teenager, you had this dream of living on an island. Where did that come from?
Yeah, thank you for going back down memory lane. It actually started at the age of 13. And it kind of it kickstarted my life literally started in a how would I say, in an unstoppable way at the age of 13. So I was blessed to be invited to a friend's home. And she was an only child and came from a really wealthy family. And I came from, in South African terms, it would not be poor. It would be lower middle class family. We had just enough. Okay, so lots of love, not a lot of material stuff, but we had enough. When I walked into her entrance, my jaw dropped because I'd never seen anything like this. Her entrance hall was bigger than my entire living area in our home. And that day, my love for the tropics started, because not only did I see possibility in terms of how the other side live, and the grandeur, Italian tiles. It was just incredible. I'd never seen anything like this. I didn't even know something like that existed. And she had her own bedroom. I was still sharing a room with my brother and my sister at the time, so that impressed me a lot. And then when I walked outside, she had this tropical garden, like palm trees everywhere, the beautiful pool, and a waterfall kind of feature coming into this pool. And I stood there gobsmacked, and that's where my love for the tropics started, in her home with the pool. And I asked her a really interesting question. I said, Candice, was your dad's dad rich? And she said to me, hell no, Carmen. He was actually really came from a poor family, and he's always telling me to appreciate everything because he had to work really hard for it. And the idea came into my head that if her dad could do it, and they did not have money from their family, I could too. So possibility was born on that day. And in that moment, a decision was made in my mind that I was not going to ever struggle financially. I didn't know how the hell I was going to do it, but I was going to switch tracks from this place of struggle that I saw all the adults around me were in, and I was going to move to a place of success. So that's where it all started. And my life, it's amazing. And this is why I'm so passionate about this idea of being one decision away. Because literally that decision in that moment changed my entire life. And every single decision that I've made since then, and there's been numerous, my life is punctuated with these bold decisions in a moment that has created momentum and changed the trajectory. And hence the passion, and my mantra is, you can have everything you want in life if you just decide.
I love that, because I feel this, like I feel that to my bone marrow, because I'm always saying a similar thing. I say there's a power in choice. So once you make a choice, you have that power. It all lies within you. You have to choose.